Hey everybody, welcome back to our channel. Welcome back to another video. So you guys, this is going to be a budget update. It's the final budget update for May. I do want to let you know some of the things that have come in because we had a few surprises. Well, just one surprise that I was not expecting. And I have everything written down. Now, I'm not going to show you, me writing it down. I'm just going to talk to you. And then I also want to update you guys on the car. So let's jump right in. So if you're new to our channel, hey y'all, how y'all doing? My name's Shakema. I'm a single mom. I have 4 children, 2 girls, Shamika and Alana, 2 boys, Trandon and Jackson. I have a fur dog, her name is Gracie, and I have a fur grand dog, his name is Agro. And we are living our best Dave Ramsey life, doing all of the things. So on this channel, I do share with you all the real numbers. I share with you, I don't have time to make up numbers. I had several lovely subscribers that say, Shakema, I worry about you. You share too much. Well, here's the thing. I don't keep any cash in the house. All the money is in the banking accounts, and I have the Capital One 360 account now, and I think that's going to be fine. I was able to verify my account yesterday. I was having some trouble with transferring it from my savings, so I changed it. Now it seems to be perfect. It seems to be fine. And I get that, but people who watch me need realistic. This is what I'm dealing with. I could make up random numbers out of my head, but that's not a true assessment of, what I do or how I manage my money. It is to the penny every single time, to the penny every single time. And so I just, I share. I prayed about it in the beginning. I said, Lord, do I share my real numbers or do I try to, like other people, just make stuff up? It's too weighty for me to try to do that. And the way my mind thinks, if I'm trying to remember a number, because I've made it up, then I get confused. So I just share the real deal. Like I said, all the money goes in the accounts, and I just move the money throughout accounts, and it just works like that. We don't keep a lot of money in our accounts. We get it in, we pay the bills, and that's it. So there's no stash of money. There's none of that. We just, we get the money in, like whenever my paycheck comes in, and then that money goes immediately out because it belongs to the bills or, whatever I'm paying at that time. So I don't have a large amount of anything sitting anywhere. Quick update though, for those of you who've been following me for a long time, I've had a Roth IRA at the credit union. And I think it's been at the credit union for about 3 years. And I made in about 3 years about $200 on that Roth. So my financial advisor, which is my daughter, Shamika, is actually going to UC Berkeley. She's taking a course at UC Berkeley for financial something. I can't tell you the name because I will mess it up and I don't want to do that. But she's becoming a financial advisor just through UC Berkeley. She is going to Stanford for her doctorate's degree in an educational field. So this is kind of her hobby thing, but she really enjoys that. But she thinks once she graduates with her doctorates, then she'll be able to teach some financial classes, and she's excited about that as well. So we moved that Roth. We did all the paperwork to have it moved. It is now moved to Vanguard, and I think it's already doing way better than what it was just sitting at the credit union. We didn't even leave anything at the credit union. We just moved the whole Roth. So that is on the advice, again, of my financial advisor, and she is enjoying being the family financial advisor, and I'm enjoying letting her. Also, I had a what do I want to call it? Insurance policy, life insurance policy, whole life. That's what it was. Whole life insurance policy that becomes unnecessary because we have enough assets. If I were to pass, my kids have enough assets to bury me. So we don't need that whole life policy. So I've cashed out that whole life policy, and I'm waiting for whatever the cash value is after they take out I think they take out a penalty fee for cashing that out, but being whatever it is, I've had it for several years. I was told I didn't qualify for term life because I was so heavy. Well, come to find out, when I was going to my, going back through all of my policies, I already have a term life insurance policy. I did keep that one. So I do have a term life insurance policy if something were to happen to me for the children. And Shakema, of course, would be the executor of my estate, and she would take care of all of those things for the younger ones. Even Trandon, even though he is not that much younger than her, she would still be the executor because she's financially minded, and we would set, there would be a trust or something set up for the younger kids if something were to happen to me now. But thank the Lord, my health is good, and I am getting it better because I am doing all of the things to have good health. So, anywho, just a couple little updates there. I know I'm going to have people say, oh, you shouldn't have done that. No, you shouldn't have done this. What I'm going to do with that payout is I'm going to put that into my investments, my baby step number 4, because I have not maxed out my Roth for this year. Again, finances and your budget is subjected to your household. For me, I don't have a lot of discretionary income. There's not a second income in my family that my husband and I, if I had a husband, that would say, hey, babe, this is what we're doing. Or I don't have a second job that gives me discretionary income that says, hey, this is what I'm doing. So in order for me to give, in order for me to invest, I have to find sources of income. And so because we are cashing out that policy, that's going to help me fund my Roth for the year 2021. And I haven't maxed it out any year. Now, according again to my financial advisor, I have been doing myself an injustice by not maxing out that Roth. Well, I didn't know better then. I know better now. So I'm going to do my best because I have the car fund is just about paid for. What I'm going to do is start taking a little bit of that AdSense income and bump up my monthly investments as I am able. I'm not going to kill myself. I'm not going to work a second job because I have kids and they deserve me to be at home with them. This is a real moment. Let me step into a real moment. It's always been like a guilt thing for me. Because when I was married, because we were so poor, we were so broke. We weren't poor, we was just broke. We had no money management skills, period. The end. Him or me, period. We were so broke. I would always have to work summer school, or I would do it coach. I coached cheerleading and the dance team. We would always have something that I would be doing in the summertime because I needed to make extra money. And so when I got separated and divorced and realized that my kids were really, for a large part of the time, they were in school and they were in the daycare in the afternoons, and I would pick them up. For a large part of the, all year long, somebody else was taking care of my kids. So I decided that I would stay home during the summer. I would make whatever sacrifices I needed to so I could stay home in the summer. And I've done that successfully over the last several years. It's been tight, but we've made it because they deserve their mom full time when I'm not required to work. The reason I went into teaching is so I could be off with my kids when they were off. I enjoy actually being a parent, and they enjoyed me being their parent. I wish I have a video, and I'm gonna insert a little clip if I can do it. I'm gonna insert a little clip of Alana when she finished homeschool yesterday. She stopped everybody. She's like, okay, mom, hold the phone. She put on her little YouTube video and she started doing her little dance, and she celebrated being done with school. So I'm going to pop in a little video of that so you can see Alana celebrating. She was over the moon. I won't actually play the sound because we don't want to get a copyright strike, but she had, she just had her crew in there and it all was well. And I posted it to Facebook, and some of my friends said, is that shy Alana? She was here for it, but she was done with school. She was excited. It's the first year in the 6 years that we've homeschooled that we have been done on time. Now I do have to go in and there's a couple little places that I need to make adjustments. She'll take her EOGs in 2 weeks because I'm still working right now. So she just has one EOG. She has math. She's already taken language, and we're done. Jackson EOG'd in January. We are done. Y'all, we are doing all the things. This is a budget update, but we're just chitting chatting. So here we go, right? All the things. I get excited. All the things. But I wanted to just kind of, maybe this is a life update, budget update. We'll just update all the things. And it's all going to be good. So I had child support come in. That was really good. And that was the last little bit of child support. It was $136.36, which rounds us out to our payout is $938 for the month. So with that, $136.36, I paid $14 in tithe. I did $20 to the kids' savings. Well, I did $10 to Alana's checking and $10 to Jackson's savings because I'd already given them $180 so far this month. And the financial advisor, Shakema, actually went into my account and went ahead and transferred Alana's monthly contribution, which is $100, to her Roth. And that's growing. I spent $60 on groceries because the $50 I had in cash at home, I had to use that for the yard guy, for Mr. Jerome, who came over and cut the yard. I didn't have any cash, and that was the only cash I had. So we gave him that, and I pulled $60 out of this. And then for the $42.36 that was left, I actually paid a car payment. Made that on an extra payment towards my car. Now, I still have not received my taxes. Still not. And we're going on 8 weeks now. I've never in my whole life had this happen in my whole life of filing taxes. What is going on? What is life? But I think the Lord is trying to tell me, Shakema, there are other ways that I'm gonna fix this for you. There are other ways that I'm going to provide for you. And you're waiting on those taxes, and you're counting on those taxes instead of counting on Jesus. He said, the federal government ain't got nothing on me. And I'm like, Lord, you are so right. And I thank God that he keeps me. I thank God that he allows me to see his hand move in my life all the time. And when I tell you that come June 1st, this car will be paid, and I still have not received them taxes. This car will be paid, and I still have not received them taxes. But I'm going to tell you what the Lord has done. All right. So $42.36. Now, I'll tell you this. I learned this from my financial advisor, Shakema. This was before she was financially advising. I think one time she paid like $4.11 towards a bill. And I'm looking at her like, who pays $4.11 towards the bill? She said, I do. Because that's what I had left over. That's what I'm paying. And that's Dave Ramsey's concept. He says, whatever is in your account after you've used all your month before your next money rolls in, take that and roll it towards your baby step number 2. That's called the rollover. So I had $42.36, y'all, and I paid it on that extra for that car. I never would have done that before. I would have been like, psh, that's not even a whole payment. We just gonna take this and do whatever. No, we're not doing whatever. We're paying this debt, period, the end. We're not carrying this all the way through, putting, it's too much. It seemed to, I'm not. Anybody else can do what they want. I'm getting rid of it so that once I get rid of this debt, then I am building wealth. My words for June are wealth building wealth. Baby step number 3 is about to look fantastic. I don't know how that's going to happen, but I'm getting ready to get on with the get on. And I'm also working baby step number 4. I'm doing baby step number 5, and I'm doing baby step number 7. Well, Dave says don't do that. Listen, I'm going to do what I know how to do. I'm also getting ready to set up my mortgage on a bi-weekly payout so that I can stop doing the one mortgage a month and just do it bi-weekly to hopefully cut out some of that interest and cut out some of those payments or some years off my mortgage. I'm about to get smart with mine. I don't know about nobody else. It took me a while to get my brain together, but my brain is together. And because it is together, I'm about to do all other things. Just watch Shakema, okay? That's what I want to say to you guys. Watch me. Because I know some of you have been with me from the very beginning. And what I'm doing now seems amazing. But what God is about to do in my life, I can't even tell you. But I'm about to do some stuff. All I know is he is on the throne. He's still in control. And he is helping me. He is helping me. He is stretching me. He is growing me. And I'm about to do all the things. I don't know what all the things are, but I'm doing them. All right, so that zero based that out. The next thing that came in was another Paper Sunday payout. So thank you so much. If you have used that link down in the description box, that and Amazon are the only affiliate links, and I actually don't even get any Amazon money because nobody's using my Amazon store, but I don't have a lot of stuff in there. So it's perfect. I tried it. It doesn't, it's not working for me right now. Maybe I'll get it later down the line. But if you've used my Paper Sunday link, that is just a blessing to our family. Any income that we earn off of that is a blessing. So the payout was $31.43, a smaller payout this time than last time. Doesn't matter if it was 43 cents. It's more than we had. So we're thankful. I paid a tithe of $4, and then onto the car payment, I put $27.43. Some of y'all gonna think, Shakema, you are crazy. No, ma'am. But what I am doing is I am getting rid of this debt. I don't care how it has to happen. I don't care how long it has to take me. I know it's not gonna take me 10 years. Because that's how long it took me to pay the last debt, because I just was not smart about things. I could be so much farther along than where I am now had I been smarter then. The one thing I'm grateful for is that God doesn't penalize me for not being smart then. He just gives me the wherewithal to be smart now, and so I'm thankful. I did go out to speak at my dad's church, and they always give a love offering. Sometimes, it can be different, just depending. But that love offering for preaching was $125. I put $13 into tithe. I took $12 out in cash just so I would have some cash in my purse. And then I put $100 in my First Love Ministries account. Now, the reason I put $100 in that account is I'm saving up to buy a preacher's robe. I have one that I use, and I have one that I need to have altered. My dad gave me one, and it just needs to be altered. So I'm going to use that one. But there's another one that I want to buy that will be my purchase. And that would be one that I would be able to use at different times when I go off to travel. And so I put $100 in that account. Now, the robe I want to buy is like $497 plus some tax. I think I have $597 in that account. So I will spend that account down and order the robe. I haven't ordered it yet, but I do plan to order it in the month of June. I was going to go for black, but I think I'm going to go for white this time, just because I can use white on Communion Sundays, and I can use white more in the summertime when it's not as, when it's hotter. So I think that's what I'm going to do. I prefer to preach in black, but I'm learning how to step outside of my comfort zone. So that's what I'm doing. So that is all the monies that came in for this month. We did amazingly well. Honestly, we did so well this month with I think we had over $7,000 come through our hands, and we've spent that much in the different areas and places that it needed to go. The last thing I want to tell you to do, because I know some of you are like me and you forget. So I have a supplemental insurance, and my supplemental insurance is like Aflac, mine is Colonial. But what it tells you is when you have your yearly exams or your wellness, my policies pay out a wellness benefit. And so, of course, when I go get my mammograms, because I no longer get PAPs, but I get my mammograms, I'll submit for wellness, and I get $250, I think, for a wellness visit from the different policies. I have several different ones. Well, the one thing I didn't remember is that I can submit wellness benefits for my children. And Jackson, he hasn't had anything done lately, but in 2019, 2020, and 2021, I had not submitted a wellness benefit for Alana. And Alana is in a specialty clinic. She goes to a pediatric endocrinologist. And because we're trying to, she's had some things about, we're trying to make sure that she's not insulin resistant and in the line for type 2 diabetes as an adult. So we're working with her, and she's been working with her doctor for quite a few years now, but I forgot to submit. She has a full blood panel every year. And so I went in, I actually had to meet the benefits coordinator this month, to sign up for next year. He's like, well, did you get your wellness benefits? I said, I got mine. He's like, well, you can get wellness benefits for all of your dependents. And I forgot. So I was like, oh my God. So what I did was I went in and I submitted the claim for 2019, 2020, and 2021. Well, my 2021 claim got flagged. So I had to send in supporting documents. So I just went into her My Chart, screenshotted where she had her hemoglobin A1C and she had her lipid panel, and I uploaded those. 2019 and 2020, those benefits paid out, and then I did a doctor's office visit. So just by the sheer fact of doing those few benefits, I'm still waiting for her 2021 to pay out. So that's another $250 that I'm not counting. I got a deposit for $525. If you know the Lord ain't good, you better shout somebody, say the Lord is good. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to pay tithe off of that money. So that will be $53. That's going towards that. And then the other 400 and I think it's 60 some odd dollars, whatever, that's going towards my car. Because listen, I'm paying off this car by June 1st. And I still haven't got my taxes. So it just says to me, Shakema, you think it's going to be this way. And God says, no, I have another plan for you. I don't know what he wants me to do with that tax money, but I'm thankful that he is still holding it in trust for me. And I've not had to tap into it just yet. So in June, of course, we get that extra $1,000 for our supplement. They will take taxes out of that. So it won't be the whole 1,000, but it will be enough with this 460 whatever to pay towards the car, and the car should be paid off by June the 1st. You guys pray for me that is God's plan for us. I do pray that it is, because I am so excited to be able to have this done with no problem. But there it is. So that's our budget update for the month of May. Like I said, I think we had a little over $7,200 come in, and that money has gone out. It's either gone to savings or Roth or all the bills for sure. I've paid over $1,200 in car payment. I've paid a lot in car payment. I was able to get the extra bonus meat grocery haul for the $180. So that was a help. I was able to pay off one of Jackson's camps for his Taekwondo. We paid for, Alana paid for her car Travis said, so I didn't have to pay for that. But I put money in their savings. I put money in their homeschool. We were able to give to Tangi and Jack for their home. We were able to give towards a funeral that the family did not have the finances to take care of the expenses, so we were able to give to that. We were just able to do a lot of things this month, and I'm so thankful that God allowed us to be able to look for us in the next coming months. Of course, June will be it'll be my May paycheck for June. That'll be the last paycheck I get. I do not get a paycheck at the end of June or the end of July, but I do have summer share money that I put into the account all year long. It's about $1,000 less than what I normally get, but I don't pay tithe in the summer because I've tithed in 10 months my full entire salary. So I know some people, question why I tithe and whatever and why I do so much. If I paid it over 12 months, it would be a little bit less each month, but I like to go ahead and do it in the 10 months that I work, then I'm done. I don't have to worry about it in the summer. So it all works out. Prayerfully, child support still continues to come in. Dad has been doing an amazing job getting that into us every single week or however it comes. And we're just blessed by that. There it is, all of the things. So I just want to thank you guys so much for following the journey. Thank you all for the encouragement. Thank you for the suggestions. Thank you for those of you who have commiserated with me when we've just had a bad month. And for those of you who have blessed us in whatever way you felt the Lord leading you, it is a blessing to us. It is nothing that passes through us do we take for granted. We are so very thankful for each and everything that God has done and is doing in our lives. And we're just blessed. So we do want to thank you so much for stopping by. If you like this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe. Share this video if you feel like it will be helpful to a single mom or a single dad or somebody who's just struggling and they can't figure out how to make it work out. Share the video. Maybe something I say will help them. I know I watch a lot of people that have helped me. So anywho, there it is, you guys. Thank you so much for stopping by, and we'll see you next time. Bye now.